Hello, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey, and I have a recording for you today because we're still on vacation. I wanted you to have some inspiration while we're gone. I'll hopefully be posting a few things about our trip if I don't forget. So we'll see. So today we're going to use, remember I showed you this the other day about the sunshine that brightens so many days, and it's called Hope You Know, and I'm going to show you a really pretty set of dies that I'm going to use along with Wishing You Comfort and then the sentiment for the inside. May you find peace in the days to come, in the loving thoughts that surround you now. I think those are nice sentiments that we could all use for many occasions. So in the catalog, you might have missed this product, the Gorgeous Garden Dies. And they look like this cuts these beautiful leaves. They're textured, very detailed, and it will cover an entire card front. And then this one looks, I haven't used it, but it looks like flowers with some buds and leaves to go with it. So we'll have to play with that one later. So today we're going to use this one and make it's a quick card, fairly quick. I need to get this adhesive paper here. You can cut this with just the cardstock and then glue it on with a little bit of combo, or you can use an adhesive sheet. So I think today we'll use an adhesive sheet, and I did not have one out. I only need one. Since I bought these, we should use them, shouldn't we? I'm gonna put it, our card is going to be boho blue and white. Very simple, subtle colors for a sympathy card. Let's just draw this here. We'll cut that with our scissors. I have a pair of scissors here that have glue all over them already. So we'll just get a little more on there before we clean them. About once a month, I take all my scissors upstairs and get glue on. Now, usually I would use just basic white, but for this, I'm going to use thick basic white because I think it's going to cut crisper. I hope so. Well, the wrong sticky came off here, so I'll have to put that on there. It should have come the other direction. Let's see if I can get this one to do correctly. That's weird. And that's okay though. We can make that work. Okay, so now we've got our adhesive on there, and we're going to run this through the cut and emboss machine. Now we want to make sure it gets on there correctly and centered. So I'm going to use some of the repositionable tape, Post-it notes, and we might have to do a little bit of surgery later. Let's see, we might move that over a bit. We shouldn't have to if we get it centered. There we go. Now you may remember that a couple weeks ago I did a card where we didn't die cut the entire die, and so this one we're going to die cut. We're not going to die cut the leaves at the bottom of our card. So I'll show you how we'll line that up. Okay. I'm going to put this in the cut and emboss machine, and then the plate, I'm going to turn it, I will keep the plate, turn it that way, we'll only put the plate at the top. Does that make sense? So when it runs through the machine, this will not have a plate on it, so it won't cut. So when I run it through, this will be at an angle. It's hard to see it on the camera. If I put the machine up here, you still really can't see it. So we'll just make do. I need one of those camera holders that has the motor on it to move up and down. Maybe I can take a picture of this later of how you run that through crooked. I bet you can hear that pop. Okay. See, you can, I think it cut pretty well, but it did not cut down here. This is a little tricky with the adhesive sheet, but I like the fact that it holds it down. It holds the image down better than just trying to work Tombow under all those leaves. Now see, I have a nice space right there left. Now we'll pull all our pieces out. As many as we can. See, using the thick basic white, I think, makes a difference with this. Now we're going to have to do a little more surgery on this, and you'll see in just a minute how that's going to work. Once we get most of these stickies, and these are sticky. Okay, just about ready. I know that looks like a big mess, but it's not, trust me. It's just a small mess. Okay, so now I have a piece of just our chipboard that we're going to use as a cutting board, I guess. And we're going to use a new tool. You know, we have this accessories that go with the Take Your Pick crafter. And it has this perforated thing. It has a really long piercing, a nice little thing for picking up pieces. And then it has an X-Acto knife. So we're going to use the X-Acto knife end because we have to cut some of these pieces that would have normally gotten cut with the die machine running through the die, but since we didn't run it all the way through, we have to do a few little cuts there. Nothing very hard, just a couple little slices. I don't think, there we go. That one came out. And this one. So we got a couple more, but when we pull the backing off, most of the rest should come popping right out. And we'll carefully pull this off. I think I might have lied if I said this was quick, but it's not bad at all. We're really moving right along. So we're going to get this and adhere this to our boho blue. Do need to get these little pieces right here. Get them started so they'll come out. Now we're ready to pull the backing off. This is going to stick to my fingers, but we'll manage. See if I can get see where I'm missing pulling it off. Looks like there's a tiny bit right over here. There we go. Let's hope we can get this on here now. So we'll line that up. Not bad. We'll just trim that little bit off at the top. Looks like there's a piece of there. And then that sticks so nice. Without having to worry about Tombow oozing out from behind. Look how pretty that is. Those leaves are beautiful. Aren't they pretty? Okay, I think we can just trim this with the scissors. We've got a nice straight edge there. Some people might be brave enough to do it on the paper trimmer, but I think I'll just go with scissors. It's such a small edge. I'm afraid that the paper trimmer might fray it. Get all this sticky paper out of the way. Now we're ready to just about finish here. Now I thought this would look pretty to run just this piece of the boho ribbon on there. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to use a piece of tear and tape because I don't want it to move. I want it to be fairly stable. To keep it nice and straight. That ribbon's so pretty. And there's enough there to hold that down. Now we'll put this on our card front. Just white on white. I like simple for sympathy cards. We can put that on with Tombow. It will hold that nice. Now, of course, you could run this whole thing through and then just add your own little angle piece there. But I don't know why I did it this way. I just did. Now, I've got the words. We were going to do wishing you comfort. I'm going to stamp that with Night of Navy, just because I want it dark enough to read, but not black. This is big enough scrap. Hope it's big enough. We'll see, won't we? We can always cut another one if we have to, but I think that's going to work. So we'll run that through the cut and emboss machine. We don't have to run this through at an angle. We'll just do it normal. And then we'll just put that on there with some dimensionals. I would not put bling on this, but if I was going to put anything, it would be pearls. We don't sell the pearls anymore, but we do have those new pretty ones. We'll see. I think a pearl would be just about all I would want on here. Let's see what those new pearls look like. I don't even know if I've opened that pack. Flat pearls. There's nothing in that folder. Iridescent pearls. Those might work. Here's the flat. Those are too shiny. But these, I think, would work. Let's try those. Just a few of those would not be obnoxious. This must still have, I'm going to put a little bit of Tombow behind there. It either has the adhesive sheet on it or it's lost its sticky. But that's just one little leaf. And we can hold that down. Let's see what those few, just a few little scattered pearls there. Just the small ones. Oh, I think that is nice. That's a nice touch. So actually, this was not too time consuming. And then we'll stamp the inside with the hopes that we can get it straight. And we'll practice before we stamp. If we mess up, we can always cover it up, can't we? That came out nice. So that's our pretty little card cut at an angle. Now, I did practice, of course. I'll show you the ones I practiced with. I made another sympathy one, soft seafoam and petal pink. Put just a tiny little piece of ribbon behind there. A few extra layers on that one. And then a real bright and happy, cheery one, Orchid Oasis and Berry Burst with the iridescent rhinestones. No matter, and this one I let it be straight. This one's at an angle, and this one's at an angle. So you can choose, you could actually do just one strip, you know. However you choose to envision this, you can do that. So I hope you'll try this partial die cutting and let me know which one's your favorite. I kind of like them all. Of course, I like them because I made them. There you have it. We will be back towards after the 4th of July. So I'll be back live in about 2 weeks. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.